Hello, my name is Jake Mahowski, and before I begin, I just want to say thank you again so much for this opportunity. I'm so excited to not only tell you a little bit more about myself, but hopefully we can even continue this conversation later. So let's begin. In 2012, I graduated high school, and I immediately moved up to Indianapolis, Indiana, where I attended Butler University. It is here that I got my Bachelor of Arts in Human Communication and Organizational Leadership with a concentration in Critical Communication and Media Studies. I know, for the longest title you can ever possibly imagine at an undergraduate level, but I realized I had a love and a passion for academia, so I decided to continue on, and immediately upon graduating Butler, I moved down to San Marcos, Texas, and I got my master's at Texas State University in communication studies, so a little shorter this time, but I focused it on not only, hi, yes, this is my dog Chaos. Not only did I focus it on communication studies, but I focused on leadership, small group, interpersonal communication, and everything that has to do with communication studies as a whole. It is also here that I obtained my certificates in not only corporate training and development, but another one, alternative dispute resolution. And like I said, I really loved about this. My focus of my training was even in persuasion theory and selling yourself, your company, or your product. So it was pretty fun for me. I love the idea of persuasion. Like I said, I'd love to show you my pamphlet one day too. But talking a little bit more, let's talk about my experiences. So hopefully the camera focuses well enough, but I started, one of my biggest triumphs, I guess you could say, is when I worked at Zinc Distributing. It is here that I worked with not only upper management, but our legal teams and our lawyers and everything it has to do, because I rewrote their policy handbook and I got to present it to all the upper management saying, this is what we could do, this is what's going on, this is what the legal team suggested, this is what I suggested, and really putting things into perspective. Moving on to Texas State University, I taught my first semester there. So I had 2 classes of 30 students, and it was a great opportunity. I don't know if you know anything about Texas State, but it's a Hispanic learning center. So I definitely got to experience the diversity I didn't get at Butler. One of the other things I did, and moving on to my second position, which you can see in my resume, is I was a graduate assistant for the Student Learning Assistance Center, or SLAC. And it's here that I presented all 6,000 freshman students. This presentation focused solely on note-taking, but after that, I did daily training and education for students, faculty, and staff of other presentations such as time management and procrastination, how to study, what study techniques are best for you, what kind of learner are you? Are you a kinesthetic learner? Are you anything that had to do with helping these students? That's what I was there for. I was the face of the Student Learning Assistance Center, and I cherished that. It was one of the greatest experiences of my entire life. I also did, after graduate school, I did some training. I did a conflict management training for the Diversity Center at Butler, not at Butler, I'm sorry, at Texas State University. And it was a great experience as well, getting to really put my, I guess you could say, my degree to work just to start off. But the main thing is, why do I want to work for you? You can tell I have some fun times talking, but the main thing is I want to help. I remember how I grew up, I remember where I came from, and I really wish there was someone there to help guide me and a little bit more academically. My family did a fantastic job. They were my biggest motivators and my biggest support I've ever had in my entire life. But I needed more from my school. I wanted to be challenged. I wanted to have a little bit more, right? Honestly, I just want to be part of something greater than myself. I see the news. I see everything out there, and I know that I can make a difference, and I want to do that. I want to be a part of that change. I want to be a part of the movement that makes this world a better place. And honestly, with my education, I have my positive attitude. I want to help this next generation. It's something that I'm passionate about. I know I can even run for president in 2028. So let me help. Let me be a part of your organization, and I would love to continue this conversation. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day.